Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. 762 coming at y'all with another banger. And as you guys can see from the title of today's video, we're gonna be myth busting something today. We're gonna be testing out this tungsten guy rod right here. This is a super heavy tungsten guy rod for the Glock Gen 4, and this is for the 43X. So we're gonna take my 43X out to the range today, and we're gonna test out the stock guide rod, and then we're gonna put this tungsten guide rod in there, and we're gonna see if this helps reduce some recoil, because this is known to be, tungsten is known to be a heavy material, so it helps to mitigate some of the recoil inside of the material that it's made out of, rather than the plastic and polymer Glock stock guide rod. So this is definitely a lot heavier, so it should reduce recoil and muzzle flip, and it's 3 times the weight of the stock Glock guide rod. I picked up 2 of these bad boys. I don't know if one of you guys would be interested. Maybe I might have a giveaway going on soon for one of you guys, if you guys are interested in getting one of these bad boys. If it does get the job done today. So if you guys are interested in checking out that giveaway, make sure you grab my Instagram right here at mster.762, and there will be some more information on that giveaway right up there on the Instagram. But without further ado, let's head out to the range. Let's take my Glock 43X out to the range, of course, and let's get this super heavy tungsten guide rod recoil reducer tested. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? As you guys can see, we now at the range. It's a really sunny day, so I got my shades on. Hope you guys don't mind that. I'm not trying to be too cool for you guys or anything like that. But as you guys can see in the background, hopefully you guys can see that, we got our 2 infinity targets set up. This is a used infinity target, and this is a brand new one. And you guys still can't tell the difference from here, obviously, besides the infinity target logo missing. Let's show you guys. This infinity target I've had for about 500 rounds so far, and it's still looking too cool for school, like I said previously. Take a look at this bad boy. Does this bad boy look like it has suffered 500 rounds? In my opinion, no. It still looks like it could withstand another 500 to 1,000 more rounds. Let's take a look at this one. This is the brand new one. You guys can tell it is obviously brand new. Has no markings on it whatsoever, and it still got the Infinity Defense logo right there for you guys. But yes, sir, big shout out to them boy for sending this out to the channel and sponsoring me with these targets, because as you guys may know, targets aren't that cheap. I don't have any steel targets as of yet, because like I just said, they aren't that cheap, but this is what I'm using for now. Who knows, and sooner or later I might have some more steel targets coming. So these Infinity Defense targets are definitely holding down for the meantime, so you guys definitely better check them boys out, because these targets go. Like I said, I got this one up to 500 rounds right here, and he looks like he hasn't even been touched yet. That does not look like 500 rounds to me. Let's take a look at the back. Yes, sir, this is where you can definitely see some of the markings, but still, this target is holding up for his name. Like I said, these boys ain't called Infinity Defense for no reason. These boys are going to infinity and beyond. So let's get it. Let's get that Glock 43X out, and let's test it out with the stock guide rod, and let's see how that thing is shooting as far as recoil and muzzle flip and everything like that. Then we're gonna switch it out for the tungsten guide rod and see if that is really making a big difference. Let's get it. All right, so like I said, we're gonna use the Glock 43X for this test. And then, like I said, we got the tungsten guide rod right here. This is the super heavy variant, and all the information right there for you guys. If you guys want to pause the video and check it out. All right, in today's video, we're gonna be using these 147 grain range dynamic full FMJ rounds for this test. And like I said, on the Glock 43X. So at first, we're gonna load up 15 inside this shield arms mag, and we're gonna see how we could test the recoil and the muzzle flip with the stock guide rod, and then after we're gonna load up another 10 and get a close-up view for you guys, and then we can do the same with the tungsten guide rod as well. All right, so like I said, we got 15 147 full metal FMJ load up in this Glock 43X Shield Arms magazine, and we're gonna test out to see how I personally feel the muzzle flip and the recoil is. These are considered subsonic rounds, so it should be a little bit less recoil than regular, but nevertheless, let's get it going. All right, so like I said, we got the 15 147 grains. Let's see. All right, so that was the 15 147 grain with the stock guide rod for the Glock 43X. I don't know if you guys can see that in there. Try not to flash the cameraman, but we got the stock guide rod in there right now, and we're gonna shoot 10 more, and we're gonna get a close-up view for you guys to see how you guys can compare this muzzle flip from this stock guide rod with the tungsten guide rod. As we all know, subcompacts tend to have a little more recoil rather than full-size firearms. So I feel like the Glock 43X performed about a 7 out of 10 for it being a subcompact with the stock guide rod in there, and I felt like the muzzle flip wasn't too bad. I feel like I shot in more snappier firearms in my past. So like I said, now we got the 10 147 range dynamic full metal FMJs in here, and we're gonna get a close-up of how the recoil is on the Glock 43X with the stock guide rod, and how the muzzle flip is as well. So let's get it. I don't know what happened there. We had a failure to feed, obviously, or it just didn't load the next ammunition for some reason. So now, since we showed you guys how the stock guide rod performs with the 147 grain FMJ, now let's switch it out for the tungsten guide rod, and now let's show you guys, and hopefully we can myth bust this to see if this is gonna make a difference in the recoil of the Glock 43X. Got the tungsten guide rod. We're gonna be installing the Glock 43X here. This is what it's looking like if you guys are interested. This is the stock guide rod. It's definitely a lot heavier, this tungsten guide rod, and it's solid. Let's get this installed. And it's that simple. We got the tungsten guide rod installed just like that. I definitely feel like the slide is a little bit heavier to pull back, but that's definitely not an issue I have to worry about. If you guys have a problem already pulling back and loading a bullet inside the Glock 43X, you might want to watch out installing that tungsten guide rod, because it definitely makes the slide a little more restrictive. Alright, so the same procedure that I did with the stock guide rod, I'm going to be running that on the tungsten guide rod. So we got 15 range dynamic 147 grain FMJ loaded up in here in the Shield Arms magazine, and we're going to shoot out the Glock 43X, and now with the tungsten guide rod in there. Alright, let's go. We're going to be shooting the 15 147 grain FMJ with the tungsten guide rod in there. That slide definitely flew back nice and easy now. Personally, I feel like I could definitely see the muzzle flip and the recoil reduction in the weight of the tungsten guide rod already. I felt like my follow-up shots were a lot faster and my iron stood a lot more on target rather than had a lot more of having to re-zero my irons and have to recenter it on the target. So personally right now, I'm thinking this tungsten guide rod's a win. But let's get this close up, 10 round shots out for you guys. Same procedure I did for the stock guide rod, and let's see what you guys are thinking the difference is on the tungsten and the stock guide rod. All right, so now we're gonna get the close up for you guys on the 10 147 full metal FMJ with the tungsten guide rod of the Glock 43X, and let's see if you guys could visually see a difference in the recoil. Let's go. Slide didn't lock back. That's a little suspicious, but we are clear still. But let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I personally feel like the recoil on the tungsten guide rod is a lot less, and you could definitely see that on the target as well. So let's take a look at those two targets, because I separated the targets on the ammunition, or I separated the target on the guide rods that I was using. So right here, this was with the stock guide rod and the subsonic 147 full metal jacket. As you guys can see, we're shooting a little bit to the bottom left. I feel like I'm pulling a lot more, and these were my first couple shots at the range, but no excuses. Regardless, you could definitely see the accuracy on this compared to the other target. It's gonna be a big difference. So let's take a look at that other target. And now this one right here was shot with the tungsten guide rod, same ammunition, 147 grain, full metal jacket. And I feel like this one was a lot more in, I believe this is called the A zone. This is where I was aiming at, the center of mass. And I felt like this grouping is looking a lot better than that grouping. And you guys let me know in the comments down below how you guys felt those two clips that I threw in there of the close-ups. Which one do you guys think you guys could visually see is if the tungsten guide rod is making a difference or not. But as you guys can see, personally, I feel like the accuracy was a lot better. And even as far as me shooting, I felt a lot more confident with my follow-up shots, and I feel like the recoil was a lot less with the tungsten guide rod. Let's see what Miss 762 thinks about it. All right, we got 3 loaded up in here for yours truly, Miss 762. And let's see, this is the stock guide rod. As you guys can see, it is not fully enclosed like the tungsten guide rod. And let's see, we got 3 rounds loaded up in here, and let's see what she thinks about this stock guide rod versus the tungsten guide rod. All you gotta do is right here, drop the slide, and you should be ready to go after that. Okay. Keep your finger off the trigger. Down. All right. Three. You good 3? This right here is for your thumb. Just I'll show you the next time, but you put your thumb there, so I'll show you next time. What do you think about those 3?
They're good.
They're good. But all right, let's just compare. All right, how'd you feel about that? Did you feel like it was hard to shoot? Did you feel like there was a lot of recoil in that, or what? This was a stock guide rod, so it should be getting better, but.
Well, I didn't think it was hard to shoot, in my opinion. I feel like the recoil isn't really bad either. It's not like it's like really pushing back, kicking back, or anything like that. Like, pause. Wait, can I say like it doesn't kick back like the shotgun?
What?
Because the shotgun always, when you do it, I go boom.
All right, yeah, you can say that.
Okay, so ask me again.
Just say that. Just say it. I'll edit it.
Well, it doesn't kick back like the shotgun or anything like that. It just it's just regular, but it's not too smooth. I mean, it does go, it did kick back a little bit, but not as bad as the shotgun.
So from what she's saying is that obviously kicks a lot less from the shotgun, but it can get a lot better. She doesn't know that yet. So let's throw this tungsten guide rod in there, and let's see if she could tell a difference, and let's see if it's an honest difference, because we're myth busting here. We're not just trying to lie to you guys. Let's see if this is actually gonna make a difference in the recoil. All right, we got the next 3 loaded up in here, and now, as you guys can see, this is a fully enclosed guide rod. So this right here is the tungsten guide rod. Let's see if this is truly gonna make a difference in the recoil, and let's see if Miss 762 feels a difference. Same thing, same procedure. Drop the slide, and you have 3 in there.
Actually, like, I'm not even joking. Like, that one does feel a little bit better.
No, you can see it too. I'm not gonna lie. You can see it's kicking a lot.
Yeah,
less.
I feel like the other one, it was throwing me back like that a lot. But like this one, it was still a little bit, but not as bad. I feel like I had more like control over it, in my opinion.
So, in both of our opinions, I think if you guys got a Glock 43X, you guys need to get the tungsten guide rod for it. Because as you guys can see, for our situations, we felt like it definitely reduced a lot of recoil. So, do you think that's a good buy?
I do, actually. I do.
Alright, that definitely wasn't forced, guys, I promise. But
no, I do. I genuinely do. I noticed the difference. I really did. I thought it wasn't gonna, but...
I mean, I personally could see it through the camera a little bit as well whenever she was shooting. I feel like I've seen a lot less muzzle flip, and I feel like I said personally, I feel like the follow-up shots were ready a lot faster. But since I seen Miss 762 holding that firearm in such a ill manner, let's see if we could get her to hold it in the right way, just with no ammunition. So hold it again. Let me see. Take this off your arm. Like this hand. Let me see. I'm not really showing. All right, this hand's supposed to go right there. Yeah, like that. So that is more how it's supposed to look, closer to what it's supposed to look like. This thumb could come up a little more as well, if you want more space for this. Like this hand's supposed to be on this gun as well. Like this part of your hand, your palm.
Oh, something on my eye, sorry.
This part of your palm, like this is supposed to be on the gun as well, not your finger. So pick up your finger. All right, and now like your finger's supposed to lay on top of it. Yeah, like that. No.
I'm doing this because I don't want my nails to show.
Okay.
My nails are not done because I'm going to Bahamas in 3 weeks. We're going, me and him. But I need to get my nails done, but I need my nails to grow because I'm going to do all my natural nails. So that's why it looks trash right now.
Fast forward. All right, that's looking a lot better. Your stance needs to be corrected a little bit as well. You're not really standing. You need to stand, put your feet like close like this, like left and right to each other. Like that. But move up, like put your back up a little more. Like put your back into the gun a little bit, like too much, a little back, a little more into it. No, a little more into it, right there. Yes, sir. Damn, that's a good thumbnail. Let me see. Lean in a little bit to it. But bring the gun more. Bring the gun closer to your face a little bit. But like, let me see. It actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's like your arms aren't supposed to be to the full extent. They're supposed to be like kind of edged out like, a little bit, like this. Yeah, like locked. Yeah, like that. You see? Hold it. Pretty good.